from Dank Vacuum. What a name. Topic idea. When do you plan to stop YouTube or Twitch?
When do you plan to stop YouTube or Twitch?
When do you plan to stop YouTube or Twitch and/or Twitch?
Wow, what a finishing
that is a
finishing move.
Simple but deep question.
Oh God.
And I'm going to give ourselves no more than 10 minutes to talk about it.
Okay.
Okay.
You go first.
My answer, when? Wow, that's tough. I'd say we're really diving back into YouTube right now. And it's going to be a critical part of this company we're building. So I'm going to say, oh my God, I don't even know if there's a time I'm going to stop.
Retirement?
Yeah, when do I stop YouTube?
I'm saying like maybe retirement. When you're done.
Oh my God. Can you imagine I'm like 60 years old and still is YouTube even going to be around in 60 years? I don't know if you can put a date on this.
I don't think you can.
My answer would be like not for at least the next 7 years, I think. That's actually a long time. It could be gone by then. I don't know.
2027.
2027.
Hello, future Matt.
I will be 34. 34. I think when I start to get mid 30s, I think my life's gonna start changing. I think at that point we'll probably be considering or maybe even have kids at that point.
Damn.
And that changes. I don't know if our part of our business is YouTube.
Yeah.
Then we'll still be doing it.
Yeah.
But doing it like we're doing now, probably within, I think it's going to be years before I stop. But then again, who knows? I mean, what if tomorrow YouTube just doesn't exist anymore and there's something new and bigger and better and that's that? I don't know. Unlikely. What about you?
I think that's a very, I knew for you it was going to be way further than me, I think. I don't think.
Now that I'm thinking about it, it sounds
really.
It's kind of scary. I don't know. 7 years is a long fucking time.
Yeah, a lot can happen in 7 years.
Like what if something big happens and changes everything? Like it could be 1 year. I don't know.
Here's the thing for me. I think, oh man, really getting into some.
Oh, this is deeper for you than it is for me.
It is not including this podcast. Just not including this. This is very different. This doesn't feel like YouTube or Twitch to me. This feels like just us chilling, chatting, right? So let's just get that out of the question. Let's think about YouTube. YouTube for me, bro, I wanted to quit last year.
See ya.
I wanted to quit last year, but it's weird. I think that I always will have an affinity of making like some sort of video or just putting my life out there and like maybe a vlog or maybe like something that's going on.
Yeah.
But I think I'm already on the out. As crazy as that sounds. As much as we're doing this podcast and stuff, YouTube wise, as like making YouTube videos, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it does fit in. But the thing that I really like doing is, we're gonna have to talk about this at some point, but it still hasn't been, I still haven't made any sort of public thing about it, but I do have a day job working in the gaming industry, right? And that's something I've been doing for a bit now. And I know just from already what I'm doing, I love it a lot. And there's stability in it. It doesn't feel as stressful as, maybe I'm wrong, give it time, I guess, but it doesn't feel as stressful of the, oh man, I got to really figure out what I'm going to do here or like views dropped or whatever.
Right.
But I basically, I've been my own boss for a very, very long time with this stuff. I see myself still like streaming and like when I want to and just having some fun there and maybe making videos here or there with my friends, like when I want to. And I can see that going on for quite a bit. Maybe like, I don't want to, it's hard to put a time thing on it. But
it is. Because then it's like, oh, you're going to be done at this date and time.
I can see that for like years. Yeah. I'd say for a couple of years or more of doing that. But in terms of this is my job, I'm already on the out, fam. Like there's no part of my day right now, like this week, there is no moment where I thought about YouTube. Like honestly, in terms of I need to get a video out, There's one moment. I recorded a video with Chop when he was here, and I really want to get that out because that was really cool. But other than that, I'm not really in that zone as much. Like as much as we talked about, we had the other episode where we talked about like regrets and Fortnite and all that kind of stuff. But there is, I don't know. I just don't feel like that's where I'm going. It sounds so weird. It sounds so depressing. I'm sorry, guys.
They need to know. They need more information about what you're doing now. Well, it'll come in time. But
here's the thing. I think people will have that realization with my stuff very, very sooner than you think. Because there's no way in hell that you guys are not going to know what I'm doing. Like it's not going to be like 2025 and you guys are not going to know what I'm doing, right? It's going to happen.
Still working that day job. And,
still working that day job. Can't tell you guys what it is.
Can't tell you what it is yet, but I'm still here.
But I mean, it's just, and I can't even say why I can't say, but I've had a lot of like really just, it feels really fulfilling already doing that. So in terms of like doing YouTube and all that kind of stuff, I feel like I already kind of got away from it with Twitch. And I think Twitch has felt more like a hobby recently, which I really, really like.
That's great.
So Twitch feels like more like a hobby to me. Neither of them feel like a job to me that much anymore. And that's really that's that. I think I'm already kind of on the out of that.
Kind of walking out the door already a little bit.
Yeah. And I think a podcast is different too. Podcast doesn't feel like YouTube to me. I mean, it is like, it is, we're on like a joint channel, but it's very different from, hi, what's my brand JC on YouTube and how does that work? Right.
Yeah.
It's very different. But the thing that I really like, here, I'll end it this way because I know we got to get going. But the thing I'll say with this is what I am doing with my day job, it's not a complete 180 from not doing stuff like this. I have to be, I'm in the gaming space. You guys are going to see me, I'm sure, as long as I can help it, like on social media, on everything, all that kind of stuff. It's not like I'm going to work,
going into like a hermit.
Yeah. It's not like I'm like disappearing
from the internet.
It's in a lot of ways, you guys know I can't code. Everybody knows I can't code. So you know my job is somewhere in the realm of like being active.
You're like guiding them to like use context clues here, guys. You think about this a little bit.
People know they know the job is going to be something around the realm of social media and all that kind of stuff, right? You just know. So that aspect of it is not going to go away. But I think in terms of like the JC brand, that might not be this thing that I'm like putting my heart and soul into as much, because I think honestly we accomplished a lot already and I'm kind of proud of it.
You have.
That's it though.
There you go, man.
That's pretty dark.
That's a deep answer.
Hopefully that's not sad for people.
Simple question, deep answer.
Wish I could say what I'm doing.
I think the overarching, you will be able to soon. I think the overarching theme on that one is that who knows? Like you can't predict the future and we can try to plan for it as much as possible, but only time will tell.
I think if there's anything, I want to just do videos where we're all just chilling, having fun, playing something, right?
At the end of the day, that's what it's all about, man.
I want to do stuff like that, but I don't want any sort of like F it. If it doesn't get views, I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not
it's not like a task or a job or a necessity anymore. It's just,
I
doing it because we're doing it for fun.
I think that channel's never going to go away. I don't think.
No, probably not.
And there will be some things that will always be added to it.
Things you care about that come out along the way. This was a great episode. I had a lot of fun talking about our shows.
I can talk about TV.
Oh, I know. You could talk about them. We could talk about this all day.
You could take any one of these TV shows that we talked about and we could talk about the entire time. Yeah.
And I think you guys are definitely going to hit that up in the comments. So leave your favorite show, leave your worst show, thoughts about the shows we talked about, and see you guys all next week.